welcome to Inside Admissions. I'm Demora Mauder, a peer counselor with the Division of Financial Aid here at Purdue University. Whether you're the first in your family to attend college or the latest of many, we recognize that the financial aid process contains many steps. In order to aid you in this process and help you make the best financial choices, you need to know all your options. That's why in this episode we are going to break down what we mean when we say financial aid, the differences between aid types, and what you can be doing now so that you qualify for the most aid possible down the road. First things first, as you consider Purdue University, be sure to use our financial aid estimator and net price calculator. The cost of attending Purdue varies depending on factors such as where a student chooses to live, travel expenses, food costs, enrollment in specific programs or colleges, and more. By using the online financial aid estimator and net price calculator, you don't have to wait for your financial aid package to be completed to get an estimate of types of aid you may receive as a Purdue student. Next, spend some time researching and understanding the types of aid available to you. Purdue awards a combination of gift aid, think scholarships and grants, and self-help aid, like loans and federal work-study, from federal, state, and institutional sources. Let's take a closer look at these two categories of aid. Our first category for financial aid is gift aid. This category includes scholarships and grants, which by their nature do not have to be repaid or earned through employment. Let's talk more about scholarships. Purdue awards freshman scholarships based on academic merit, as well as financial need. The first of these awards are university-wide merit scholarships. These are awarded based on a holistic review of all the information provided during the admission application process. This means we will look at not only grades and GPA, but your essay, involvement in extracurriculars, and any other information you provide on the application. To be considered for these scholarships, your admission application and all required supporting materials must be received or postmarked to Purdue before November 1st. These are highly competitive, and you can learn more about them on our website. Next are college-based scholarships. Many of Purdue's colleges have need and merit-based scholarships that they award to students who are admitted to their programs. To apply and be considered for these, you must have your admissions application submitted by November 1st, submit a supplemental scholarship application by December 15th if your specific college requires it. Not all of them do. You will also need to have your Fafsa, the free application for federal student aid, filed by January 1st. Then you have financial need-based university-wide scholarships. The Division of Financial Aid administers need-based aid from federal, state, and Purdue funding sources. To be considered for these, you must have filed your Fafsa. You can also pursue private scholarships from your high school, community organizations, parents' employers, and more. We recommend reaching out to your school counselor and checking these websites for opportunities. Now, besides scholarships, you may qualify for grants, our second form of gift aid. Grants are awarded based on financial need and academic performance. You are automatically considered for federal grants when you complete your Fafsa. Additionally, Indiana residents will also be automatically considered for state grants. Purdue University also offers the Boiler Affordability Grant. This grant is only available to Indiana residents. You will be automatically considered for the grant if you have filed your Fafsa by March 1st. If awarded, the Boiler Affordability Grant will cover the amount of tuition, fees, and estimated book expenses that remain. For more specific information about this grant, visit the website below. Now, let's take a look at our next category of aid, which is called self-help aid. Loans are a type of self-help aid. Loans are borrowed money you can use to help cover the cost of attending college and must be repaid. Let's take a closer look at self-help aid options available to you. In this category, an option to consider is the Federal Work-Study program. With Federal Work-Study, on or off-campus job opportunities are available to eligible students. Eligibility is determined by the information provided in your Fafsa. By participating in Federal Work-Study, students can earn a regular bi-weekly paycheck which they can use to meet day-to-day educational expenses. This option is a hybrid gift self-help aid option. It's self-help because you must go and secure the job position, but gift aid as you are paid for your work and don't need to pay anyone back. Next, for self-help aid, there are federal direct educational loans. These are loans from the U.S. government with fixed interest rates to student borrowers. Please keep in mind that students are limited in the amount they may borrow each year. There are also Federal Direct Parent Plus loans, which are fixed interest rate loans for creditworthy parents. In this case, the parents are the borrowers and are responsible for the loan. Private alternative loans are another source of funding. These typically have fixed or variable interest rates. Rates will vary based upon the creditworthiness of the borrower and, if necessary, the cosigner of the loan. Most undergraduate students will choose to use a cosigner for a private alternative loan. Be sure you thoroughly understand your commitments if you do pursue private loans. Another self-help aid option is our Back a Boiler program, which is an income share agreement. This is not available to freshmen, but as sophomores, juniors, and seniors, you may contract to receive funding in exchange for a fixed percentage of post-college income for a fixed period of time. Career development programs provide another way for students to earn money while gaining valuable work experience. These include internships and cooperative education programs, which are available to students as early as their freshman year. Internships are often completed during breaks, while the professional practice programs, often called co-ops, have a unique schedule where you alternate between semesters of on-campus study and full-time employment. Beyond loans, families can take advantage of an installment plan through Purdue for tuition and on-campus housing. With this installment plan, families can space payments out. Please know that you must sign up for the installment plan before the first day of classes. That covers our types of financial aid available to you. You can find more in-depth information on our website. Now, back to your overall financial aid next steps. If you haven't already, submit your Fafsa. Each year, you'll want to submit your Fafsa no later than Purdue's March 1st priority filing date to maximize your access to need-based aid. If you miss this date, please be aware that some aid you may have qualified for may no longer be available to you. And remember, many of the university and college-level scholarships need your Fafsa on file before January 1st. Really, at the end of the day, filing your Fafsa sooner rather than later is always your best bet. So in review, use the net price calculator to get a feel for what your financial aid award notice may look like. File your Fafsa, and check your email regularly for any information requests from the Division of Financial Aid. At this stage in the process, we will be sending communication to the email you used to submit your admission application. If you are admitted to Purdue, we recommend watching our Inside Admissions Paying for Purdue video for your next steps in the financial aid process as an admitted student. I hope this guide has been informative and helpful as you consider your next steps. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us in the Division of Financial Aid. We are more than happy to walk you through the financial aid process over the phone or in person. Thanks for watching!